Hi, my name is Coldbeer and let's start with Fantasy General 2. A candy for everyone who likes classic turn-based games like Heroes of Might and Magic, Civilization or Age of Wonders. Here will lead over 75 different unique unit types including powerful heroes. You will have to take into consideration terrain, weapons and armor, magical effects, morale and the balance of forces in general. You will need to think of a great plan, execute it and vanquish your puny pathetic enemies, forging your reputation as savage war leader. People on Steam are saying that this is one of the coolest 4X games, but also it has kinda predatory DLC politics. You know, if you want to play more races and so on, you will have to buy expensive expansion packs. In any way, the price for the base game is kinda nice, so think about it. Empyrion Galactic Survival. This is an open-world space sandbox survival adventure. Here you'll build powerful ships, mighty space stations and vast planetary settlements. Follow your greed and explore, conquer or exploit a variety of different planets and discover strangest mysteries. You will have to fight alien, human and other biological hazards and survive in a hostile galaxy full of hidden dangers. You can play as a lonely potato or team up with your friends, build new friendships, create alliances or make war to conquer the solar system. The title combines elements from space simulations, construction games, survival games and various shooters. About 80% of the reviews on Steam are positive. People say that the gameplay is way better than it looks, and that is always a good sign. Although many players are bashing the difficulty level of the game, some enemies are overpowered and also the learning curve is pretty steep. Red Dead Redemption 2. Here you are, an outlaw on the run. With federal agents and the best bounty hunters in the nation massing on your heels, you and your gang must rob, steal and fight your way across the heartland of America in order to survive. Well, the main story is all about that, but honestly all you will do here is free ride your horse all over the map, do casual quests for the NPCs you encounter and will be occasionally killed by a bear. There is an urban myth that if you stay completely still in the game, the bear will leave you alone. I never tested that, I usually panic, shoot the bear to the leg or a butt, and, you know, then I die. This game is serious, but it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's full of really funny unexpected events and situations. On the other hand, the story is decent and some of your actions have serious consequences. Like, you know, shooting a bear to a butt will have consequences of your death. Main story will take about 50 hours from your boring life, and all the online content can take 10 times more. You know, those are the same creators as of GTA games. They really know how to pin your attention for a long time, so be sure you have it. Dying Light 2. Stay human. Playing this game while being sober was an act of heroism on my side. You know why? Because this game is scary and it amplified my anxiety levels. They went up through the roof while I was playing it. Speaking about roofs, most of the time you will parkour and climb on them. I played the game for more than 10 hours and in those hours I spent about 5 minutes on the ground. I don't even know if the city itself is beautifully done. There's no need to go down, it's too dangerous.
That's what she said.
And you often bump into a dead end with too high unjumpable walls. And that is a bit inconvenient when you are running from a herd of brain-thirsty zombies and the level of your anxiety is melting your brain down. It's a fun game to try, but do not expect miracles. For me, the deciding factor to leave it and never go back was degrading weapons. You can kill like 10 zombies with one weapon and then it breaks, so you can't have a favorite weapon here. That is really terrible. I made a review video back then and gave it 6 cold beers out of 10. Now I'm thinking, because it's on sale, for this price maybe 7 is a more accurate score. Anyway, the price is still kinda high. Be cautious, read the comments. Far Cry 5. Here you will spill rivers of blood and your victims will drown in their own liquids because you are awesome and they suck. Here your task is to stand up to cult leader Joseph Seed and his siblings to spark the fires of resistance and liberate the besieged community. In other words, you will have to get rid of fanatics without any political correctness. Although keep in mind that this is a very colorful game, a true gem for flowers and airy-fairy unicorn lovers. Also, there is a lot of guts and carnage in general. Really great game. Also, all the DLCs are discounted as well, so even if you own the game already, check them out, maybe you missed some good stuff in the past. Ghostrunner. This is a hardcore slasher packed with lightning-fast action set in a grim cyberpunk megastructure. Here you will climb Dharma Tower, humanity's last shelter after a world-ending cataclysm. You will have to make your way up from the very bottom to the very top to confront the tyrannical Keymaster. The streets of this tower city is full of violence. Evil Keymaster rules with an iron fist and little regard for human life. If you like Shadow Warrior and especially Doom Eternal, there is a juicy chance that you will enjoy Ghostrunner as well. Rain World. Here you are a slug cat. The world around you is full of danger and you must face it alone. Separated from your family in a devastating flood, you must hunt for food and shelter between terrifying torrential flows that threaten to drown all life. So you dream about being not a slug cat but a fish cat instead, but here your dreams, just like in real life, never become a reality. You will climb through the ruins of an ancient civilization, evade the jaws of vicious predators, and discover lands teeming with strange creatures and buried mysteries. And of course, find your family before death finds you. And it would be all nice and all, but I can see a Souls-like among the tags of the game. So be assured, be absolutely 100% warranted that death will find you. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not... well, you know what I mean. People on Steam are talking that Rain World has a very steep learning curve, but once you've mastered it, you start to feel unstoppable. Also, about 90% of positive review score is not a joke. Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden. This is a tactical game that combines the turn-based combat of XCOM with real-time stealth and exploration of post-human world reclaimed by nature. And mutants. And by saying mutants, I don't mean human mutants. Those are all gone. Now smart animals rule the world.
Define smart.
Well, you got me here. They are not always smart. They sometimes do stupid decisions because, you know, you are controlling them. So although animals can speak here, it's definitely not a Disney kind of world. It's brutal and cruel, and survival of the fittest is in progress. Here you must venture out of the city to explore the zone where one day you might find the Eden of legends, the ancients' heaven in the middle of hell, I guess, with mountains of potato salad and rivers of cold beer. Maybe you will find your answers there, then again, maybe not. Game has really beautiful graphics, great humor and an interesting story. Also very positive reviews on Steam. By the way, you may be interested in the new game by the same developers called Miasma Chronicles. It will be released someday this year. Check it out. Dorfromantik. This is a relaxing building strategy and puzzle game, in which you place tiles to create ever-growing, idyllic village landscapes. With Dorfromantik you can immerse yourself in a quiet, peaceful world at any time, and take a break from everyday life, which usually sucks. At the same time, the game offers a challenge for those who are looking for one. To be the high score, you need to carefully plan and strategically place your tiles, so you will have to use that tiny organ in between your ears. And it's good for you to take a break from killing countless zombies, riding dragons, and hunting Bigfoot. It somehow reminds me of a tabletop game named Carcassonne. If you like that, you will love this game as well, and vice versa. And now is the time when you subscribe, or if you are already subscribed, hit that bell notification button. Let's be friends with benefits. Control Ultimate Edition. A corruptive presence has invaded the Federal Bureau of Control, and only you have the power to stop it. The world around you is now your weapon in an epic fight to annihilate an ominous enemy across the deep and unpredictable environments. Containment has failed, humanity is at stake, so it's time to kick some paranormal ass. SCP vibes are really strong here. To be fair, this game feels like you are in a dream all the time. Well, nightmare to be exact, because everything is changing all the time and not for good. The game is not scary, but it's ominous, that's for sure. People on Steam are saying that the story is very good, the game itself is out of the ordinary, and it has some really cool puzzles to solve. So a bit of everything for everyone. Dome Keeper. The discount is not very high, but the game is very affordable anyway. People behind the project are not greedy. Dome Keeper has about 90% of positive reviews, so it is obviously a hidden gem you may want to try. Well, a nice polished rock at least. This is a roguelike survival miner where you will defend your dome from wave after wave of monsters. You will use the time between each attack to dig beneath the surface and search of valuable resources and artifacts, and use them carefully to choose powerful upgrades and bonuses. People on Steam are talking that the game is very polished, rich and imaginative. It's all you need for your free time. Well, this and potato salad. Outward Definitive Edition. This is an open-world survival game with Souls-like combat mechanics. In this edition you will find both DLCs, new weapons, dungeons, and also several life quality improvements. The game has only a mostly positive review score on Steam, but it doesn't do the justice. Most people who are giving a dislike spend 40 to 60 hours in game, and that honestly looks like some kind of masochism. If you don't like the game, just don't play it. Anyway, Outward is like Skyrim and Dark Souls had a weird hybrid baby, and instead of abortion, this time they decided to keep it. If you like both games, why not? Outward has some problems, but in general it is a nice game. Call of the Sea. A wonderful game for puzzle lovers when you unlock the secrets in the Hunt of Missing Expedition. It is the year 1934. In the far reaches of South Pacific, you play as Nora, who has crossed the ocean following the trail of her missing husband's expedition and finds herself in a lush island paradise, a nameless forgotten place dotted with the remnants of lost civilization. What strange mysteries does it hold? And what might Nora dig up in her quest for the truth? Maybe a better recipe for potato salad? Nah, I doubt it. People are talking that Call of the Sea has very interesting story and the visuals are stunning. On Steam it has about 90% of positive reviews, and that is definitely enough for you to dive in this first-person story-rich adventure. Find your husband, my hero. Find him alive. Moonlighter. Here you are, a shopkeeper who wants to keep your customers happy by providing them with various goods. You can put items on sale, set their price carefully, manage gold reserves, recruit assistants and upgrade the shop. But be careful though, some shady individuals may want to steal your precious wares. You have to go to ancient passages to different realms and dimensions, fight various enemies and collect items from their dead, cold, maimed bodies. So romantic. Anyway, here the part where you hack, slash and die begins. People on Steam are saying that the game is fun, aesthetically pleasing and relaxing. Yeah, relaxing. So forget about big challenges, it's an easier game in general. But hey, it's nice to have something not Souls-like hardcore from time to time after all. Townscaper. What a beautiful game this is. Well, it's hard to call it a game, to be fair. There are no goals or gameplay, just plenty of building and plenty of beauty. That's it. As developers say, Townscaper is an experimental passion project, more of a toy than a game. Pick colors from the palette, plop down colored blocks of houses on the irregular grid, and watch Townscaper's underlying algorithm automatically turn those blocks into cute little houses, arches, stairways, bridges, and lush backyards. You can build your own cold beer town, cold beerville, or even whole cold beeristan and enjoy the amazing view. Game has overwhelmingly positive reviews and I can see why. Darkwood. This game is all about immersion and it will drag you in so hard you won't be able to escape. And also it will grow some balls on your hair and maybe even on your eyebrows. Yeah, you heard right. By day you explore the randomly generated ever sinister woods, scavenge for materials, craft weapons and discover new secrets. And by night you find shelter, barricade yourself inside abandoned buildings, set up traps and hide or defend yourself from the horrors of the Darkwood. People on Steam are saying that if you listen to 80s synth pop while playing, it will change the mood completely. Definitely for the better. Also, Darkwood has great replay value. The game doesn't force you to continue the story, you can go forward only when you want to. Factory Town. This is a real treat for automation, base building and sandbox fans. Here you'll create a giant factory using conveyor belts, trains, chutes, pipes and airships. You can sell your goods to nearby villages to expand their borders, increase happiness and unlock better skills. As your earnings rise, you can research new technology to improve your supply chains and grow your civilization. There's no enemies or starvation to worry about, so you can enjoy a stress-free logistics challenge to maximize production and happiness. A perfect game for a calm evening with your mother-in-law. People on Steam are saying that this is a hybrid between Banished and Factorio, and everyone who had low expectations with the game were surprised with what they actually got. I especially like the one comment on Steam stating that the game is kinda chill but gets repetitive. He has 440 hours on record. I wish every game I ever played was this repetitive. Shadow Tactics: Blades of the Shogun. This is a hardcore tactical stealth game set in medieval Japan around the Edo period. You will take control of a team of deadly specialists and sneak into the shadows between dozens of enemies. Choose your approach when infiltrating mighty castles, snowy mountain monasteries and hidden forest camps. Set traps, poison your opponents or completely avoid enemy contact. Game has an overwhelmingly positive review score, meaning that for this price it is a masterpiece. Although keep in mind that the game sometimes may prove to be insanely difficult and some missions are beyond hard to crack. So be sure that you have not forgotten how to use that tiny, not very important organ between your ears, because you will need it more than ever. People on Steam are talking that if you like classic Commandos or Desperado 3 for example, this game for sure is your spoon of potato salad. Abzu. From the art director of Journey, Abzu is a beautiful underwater adventure that evokes the dream of diving. You'll immerse yourself in a vibrant hidden world, bursting with color and life as you descend into the heart of the ocean. But beware, as you swim deeper you will confront the dangers lurking in the depths. Nah, I'm kidding, you can't actually die here and you have no fighting skills as well. This game is pure adventure, a real member of the walking simulator family. Well, swimming simulator I guess. So if you play Journey, you probably will like Abzu as well. This is a great game, you have my sincere recommendations. Although keep in mind that this game is just like your Ding Dong.
Very short.
Iratus, Lord of the Dead. You will find yourself fighting for the forces of darkness in the role of necromancer Iratus, recently freed from millennia-long imprisonment. So instead of drinking in some bar and picking up strangers for the one-night stands, you want nothing more than to raise the dead. And you do. You control an obedient army of living dead with skeletons, zombies, banshees, and many other unliving warriors. And you create your soldiers the only way a necromancer knows how, from the body parts of your slain enemies. The more you slay, the more parts you have.
Yas, Queen, slay!
The game is single player only, so everything is made for your pleasure. People are talking that Iratus is an easier version of Darkest Dungeon, although a little too linear. On Steam it has very positive reviews, so it's a good game and it will take about 30 hours out of your boring life. Thank you for watching, have a nice day and I'll see you
Next time, bye!